Forrest Hayes, 51, a Google executive in Santa Cruz, unwound aboard his 14-meter yacht, Escape. The boat carried about $200,000 in high-end tech, including a high-resolution security system. On the night of November 22, 2013, Hayes stayed on board and didn't return home. Worried, his family asked the hired captain to check. The captain entered the main cabin, found Hayes unresponsive, and called 911, starting a case that would soon hinge on 7 minutes of video. Investigators examined Hayes' phone and found a seeking arrangement profile. At first, police were told there was no cabin footage. Later, they learned a clip had auto-uploaded to the cloud. It took 3 months and a court order to retrieve it. The video, not publicly released, would outline who boarded Escape, what happened next, and why a short window might have meant the difference between life and death. Police reports describe a young, dark-haired woman with distinctive tattoos arriving. They talk, then she produces heroin and injection tools. After injecting herself, she injects Hayes. He looks anxious, then quickly falters. She tries to rouse him, tapping his face, lifting his head, but, according to police, she does not call 911. Instead, she allegedly wipes surfaces and gathers paraphernalia while Hayes lies on the floor. Detectives say the clip shows roughly 7 minutes with Hayes on the cabin floor, time paramedics might have used to intervene. That window anchors the prosecution narrative, not a staged act of violence, but a fatal failure to summon aid and an alleged cleanup of evidence in its place. The camera that protected a luxury yacht became the key witness no one expected. Using visible tattoos and the dating account, police identified Alix Tichelman, 26. Seeking arrangements found her calls the site a place where wealthy sugar daddies meet younger sugar babies, denying it's paid sex. Santa Cruz police counter that implications are obvious. Investigators later created a decoy Sebastian profile, wiring small sums and arranging a meat part of a sting that would bring Tichelman back to Santa Cruz. 8 months after Hayes' death, Tichelman arrived at a secluded resort in Santa Cruz County, allegedly carrying heroin for a meeting. Officers moved in and arrested her on counts that included prostitution and offenses linked to Hayes' death. She faced a potential sentence approaching 20 years. The defense maintained it was a tragic accident between two consenting adults who used drugs together. In September 2013, Tichelman's fiancé, Dean Riapelli, 53, died of a heroin overdose in suburban Atlanta. She called 911 after finding him unresponsive. The autopsy cited heroin, painkillers, and alcohol. Friends said he had tried to help her get clean. The similarity to the yacht case drew attention, but no court concluded the cases were the same. These are contextual facts, not a legal finding. On May 19, 2015, before her parents, Tichelman pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter, apologized through counsel, and received a 6-year sentence. With time served and credits, she was expected to spend a little over 2 years in custody. In 2017, she was released and deported to Canada. Prosecutor Rafael Vasquez added that Hayes' family did not want a public trial, partly to keep the yacht video from wide release. After the plea, Vasquez said the footage did not suggest a cold-blooded killer. It shows attempts to shake Hayes, strike his chest, and hold him while crying out. But the crime, he argued, was failing to render aid and allegedly tampering with evidence instead of calling 911. The defense had insisted Hayes was eager to participate and even used his phone flashlight to guide the injection. The case closes with a plea, not a trial. What remains is a cautionary arc, a luxury harbor, a private rendezvous, a camera that outlived its owner, and 7 minutes that changed outcomes. Editorially, we avoid private addresses and graphic detail. Allegations stay labeled alleged. Confirmed items come from public records and reputable reporting.